Matthysse at 28. 1-inch height advantage for Matthysse, half-inch reach advantage. The weights, Alexander 139.5, rehydrated on our unofficial scales to 151. Matthysse weighed in at 140 on our unofficial scales. He weighed in tonight at 153 pounds. Larry, let's take a look at the 140-pound division.
Well, Timothy Bradley earned the top spot by stopping Alexander in the 10th round, but now he's taken himself off the field of play in this division, maybe because he's hoping to get on the short list with Manny Pacquiao. Amir Khan is up there, Maidana, who is another kid cojones. Alexander, if he can beat Matthysse better than Judah did, which was by a point and a split decision at home, then he's back in the picture. But first he's got to do it.
And here comes Lucas Matthysse on the road in Alexander's backyard. He was on the road back in November in New Jersey, virtually Judah's backyard. And Judah had the best of him in the early part of the fight. He was able to control the distance, use his quick hands. Matthysse got off to a very slow start, but as the fight wore down, he broke down Judah. In fact, knocked him down in the 10th round, but it wouldn't be enough. Could not get to Judah and finish him off in the fight, and thus Zab Judah would escape with a split decision victory, winning by 1 point on the deciding judges' scorecard. So, Larry, that leads us to Matthysse and what he may or may not have learned from that experience.
Well, he learned that when you go on the road, because that's where the money is, you better be a road warrior right from the opening bell. And to do that, he actually moved to Oxnard, California, where so many fighters train these days, including his countryman, Sergi Martinez. And he sparred with Martinez, who is the middleweight champion, 20 pounds above where he is. So that shows his seriousness of purpose. Comes from a family where his mother, father, brother, and sister were all prize fighters.
As mom retired with a 1-0 record, his sister is still a pro, and his brother Walter Matthysse had a very good career. He's now retired, but when we asked Lucas who's the best of the bunch, he said, very humbly, probably me.
Comes from a rich tradition of Argentine fighters. In fact, he was on the same amateur team as Marcus Maidana. They were friends, and then they had a box office in an empty arena with about a dozen people there, scoring the fight to decide who got on the national team. Maidana won.
So Matthysse has made his way to the ring, on the road once again, in the backyard of his opponent, Devon Alexander. Well, here's Devon Alexander coming off the first loss of his professional career back in January when he squared off against Timothy Bradley in a much ballyhooed fight. Early on, Bradley fought his style fight, Larry, roughed him up. There was a clash of heads in the 3rd round that would cause a cut along the right eye of Alexander. And then as the fight wore down in the 10th round, once again, there'd be a clash of heads. That was in round number 3. You see it coming up right here. The head of Bradley whacking the face and the left eye of Alexander.
Timothy Desert Storm.
It was another headbutt from Bradley that turned out to be the lethal fight-ending punch.
Now he looks for redemption. Born and raised in North St. Louis, recently bought a home here in St. Charles. The first member of his family to own a home. He said, it's a dream come true. I love going out and cutting the lawn. Roy, can he cut out the bad experience of his last fight in front of the hometown faithful?
That's what everybody's here to see. He's in a great place to do it at. He's at home. So tonight, that's what his job is. That's what everybody's plan is. And we all hope that he can do that.
I should point out here, Bob, that there was a lot of criticism of the Bradley-Alexander fight because it went to a neutral site where it drawed what looked like a sparse crowd in the huge old dome there, about 6,000 officially. There's no more than that here in his hometown tonight.
Well, you asked him the question, do they come to see you because they like you, or do they come to see you because they're fellow St. Louis natives? We'll find out if the crowd support helps as we send it back to the ring and Mark Lichtenfeld.
Ladies and gentlemen, the boxing community lost a beloved family member today. Veteran boxing announcer and former CNN sports anchor Nick Charles passed away after a courageous battle with cancer. Nick loved the sport of boxing, its participants, and its fans, and we loved him right back. At this time, we'd like to ask that you please rise and observe a moment of silence as we remember Nick Charles and honor his memory with boxing's traditional 10 count. We love you, Nick. Rest in peace. Ladies and gentlemen, from the Family Arena in St. Charles, it's time for some mayhem in Missouri. This is your HBO Boxing After Dark main event of the evening. 10 rounds of boxing in the super lightweight division, brought to you by Don King Productions in association with Oscar de la Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions, Arano Bach Promotions, and the movie Black Gold, Struggle for the Niger Delta, in theater soon. Your judges for this contest are Carlos Colon, Brent Miller, and Denny Nelson. And your referee in charge of the action is Rafael Ramos. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the silver with black trim. He weighed in at 140 pounds with a record of 28 wins, just one loss, 26 wins coming by way of knockout. From Trelew, Argentina, the number 3 ranked contender in the world by the WBO, please welcome Lucas Matthysse. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner, wearing the white with black trim. He weighed in at 139.5 pounds. With a record of 21 wins, 1 loss, 13 wins by knockout. He is the former unified WBC and IBF Super Lightweight World Champion from St. Louis, Missouri. He is Devon Alexander the Great.
Let's go.
Come on, let's go. Out of the ring, let's go.
Let's go, guys. Let's go.
Okay, guys, you received the pre-fight instructions. Recibiste las instrucciones. Protect yourself at all times. Protégete todo el tiempo. Give me a clean fight. Dame una buena pelea. Okay? Good luck. Buena suerte.
Matthysse has so many tattoos on his body, you'd think he owned a tattoo parlor, and he does. Alexander has as many tattoos as the day he was born, which is to say none. He says he doesn't understand this whole tattoo thing, but he's going to try to tattoo Matthysse.
And I agree with him.
And Matthysse wants to tattoo Alexander with his power. 17 of his 26 knockouts have come inside of the first 2 rounds. Matthysse also wears that ponytail. Says it signifies unfinished business as a prize fighter in a career that began in 2004. He says when he achieves his ultimate goal, being a champion, he'll cut it off, but not until then. Matthysse just missed with that right hand to the chin of Alexander.
Alexander seems to be fighting with some real purpose here in the early moments of the fight.
Yeah, he's not moving around as much as we usually see him move around. He looks like he's dead serious here tonight.
All right, when you look at the history of boxing, losses not always sort of derailed careers. In this recent era, a loss tends to become Armageddon. Was too much put into what happened against Bradley when you look at Alexander at 24 and what could potentially lie ahead of him?
Yes, it was, I think.
Yeah, sure, but it was built up as a big fight. Everybody in the boxing world wanted to see it, and Alexander made it the non-fight of the year. And so he's going to catch up to that, and now life goes on and see what he does next. That's life, that's boxing. What happens when you get clocked? What happens when you lose?
How you dust yourself back off.
That's exactly right.
Watch your head, cuidado con la cabeza.
Tell you what, he's coming out much more aggressive than we were used to seeing him come out. Against a good, hard punching opponent, too.
That's it.
But the heads came together there, which is not uncommon. Southpaw against conventional right-handed fighter. The pace here in round number 1 between Alexander and Matthysse.
Boxing, beautiful. But this is what I want you to do. Do this for me. Relax a little bit. You don't got to be all amped up. Don't be so amped up. You right on the money. You seeing everything. But you got to touch, bow, bow. And then you got to take that step around the corner, man, because he got to restart. Every time you take that step, he can't do nothing but restart and follow you and restart.
Relax, you're in control. We're in for the long haul. Relax. How are you doing? Good? Let your gloves go. Relax, Lucas. Relax. Aim and shoot his right to the body. Shoot your right to the body.
I had to note that Alexander's trainer, Cunningham, wears a Cardinal jersey of Ozzie Smith, the great Wizard shortstop. Whereas most other fans in St. Louis are wearing Albert Pujols' jersey, one of the great hitters. So you know what he's thinking out here.
Be more like Ozzie. Don't slug like Pujols.
Be the Wizards.
Talk about the bond between Alexander and his trainer, Kevin Cunningham. Alexander, when he was 7 years of age in North St. Louis, wound up in a gym started by Cunningham.
Matthysse has started faster, but Devon is staying right with him, if not going faster than him.
You better believe he is.
I'll get Matthysse name right one of these times.
Call him Lucas.
The Argentine junior welterweight.
No, it's two of those. Good shot. Good hook by Alexander coming in. I tell you what, both of these fighters are throwing some really serious punches tonight.
Alexander moves his head away from danger, short with the left hand. Finishes that exchange off with a right hook.
Bring it up, baby. Let's go.
Left hand on the belt line from Alexander. Matthysse pumps out his jab.
Good with his jab.
What Bradley could do that Matthysse can't is to get inside and smother Alexander.
Bradley's got that Tasmanian devil style. This whirlwind coming in. Matthysse trying to put some pressure on.
And he just landed the best right hand that he's probably going to land tonight. Oh, Alexander answered with a good left
good
hand.
left hand. Straight left hand. Matthysse never been down as a pro. Told us twice as an amateur.
He just came close then, though.
Good brisk pace. Legs got tied up there. Alexander holds on. End of round 2.
What are you doing? Listen, relax. You feel it? Does he have any power? No. So come on, get in. Get in and change it up. Switch it up. But close up your defense so he doesn't catch you. That's it. You see, he doesn't have anything else. Just a jab and that's it.
Look to your right. Touch him with that jab, touch him up, touch him down, steal him with that left hand, right hook. Turn that corner, man. All right? You see how easy he don't move his head, so you gonna touch him when you get ready to drop your shot.
Right here we see Devon Alexander lead with a good hook and a straight left hand down the middle that landed high on Mathisse's head, but he stumbled after that shot like it may have hurt him. That's probably the best punch that Devon's landed all night.
Go.
Round number 3 underway as we check in with our unofficial ringside scorer, Harold Letterman.
Okay, Bob, I got it 19-19, 1 round apiece. How about Lucas Matthysse landed enough right hands to the body in round 1 to win that round? I don't know if anybody's counting how many punches Devon Alexander threw that were short. I mean, he's short with so many of his punches. It's unbelievable. And I thought Lucas really outpunched him in the first round. Second round, Devon Alexander had a nice round, although he missed a lot of punches in round 2. He is very, very aggressive. I wish he'd stop that grunting, because he grunts every time he throws one punch, but he can't grunt for a combination, you know? Anyway, 1 round apiece.
Got it. No punches. Limpio. Let's go.
Harold not liking the grunting.
They're making too much noise with it.
Good short left inside by Alexander.
It's apparent that Alexander prepared from Matthysse to come forward at a steady pace. He knows exactly where he's going to be. Question is, can he hold him off?
Left hand over the top from Matthysse. Matthysse shoots a right and then a left.
Good hook by Matthysse. And the reason Harold doesn't like the grunting is because the grunting signifies one punch.
Oh, there he threw a combination and grunted.
Yeah, but he only grunted with the one power shot. It usually signifies one power shot. Hard to grunt twice back to back, and that's what Harold wants to see. And mean it.
I got it. That's it. Limpio. That's it.
Double right hand from Alexander.
I got it. Let's go. Don't hold their head. No, I got it. Hey, no me lo agarre. Okay, let's go.
Boy, is there anything more Matthysse could be doing?
No, I don't think there's much more he can do because Devon has the quicker hands. Devon has the correct set to accept him when he comes and to be ready to counter when he comes. So he's doing the best thing possible, which is to try to push the issue. But like you say, Devon seems very well prepared for him.
And let's keep in mind, this is a 10-round fight, which would favor the boxer
Let it go.
more than the aggressor.
End of round number 3.
If you settle down, you're gonna be able to place your shots a little better. Just settle down a little more. You don't have to carry yourself. So fast. All right. If you settle down, you'll be able to place your shots. You wanna blow your nose?
Yeah. You won 3 rounds because you outstanding.
Yeah. But when he right there at you in this range right here, settle down and place your shots right down the pipe. Bing, 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 and short hooks and slide around the corner, all right? And when you go to your left, be all the way out. Don't be halfway out where he can touch you, all right? Keep boxing, baby. Boxing.
Kevin Cunningham, the longtime trainer of Devon Alexander. When Devon was 7, he went to the gym. Kevin, a former police officer in North St. Louis in Hyde Park. Saw gangs and kids killing each other. 30 kids showed up to the gym that first day. Devon was one of them, of those 30 original kids. And Alexander goes down. First time in his career.
5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go.
He caught him moving. I don't think it was a hurting punch necessarily. Devon was smiling on the way down. But he put him in that position, put himself in that position, and so he has to suffer the consequences.
So for the first time in his pro career, Devon Alexander down.
Matthysse didn't get to Judah until late in the fight.
Matthysse throwing big shots, Alexander trying to counter.
And Alexander's still landing big shots too. But they both have been trading some big shots every night.
But I get the impression, Roy, that Alexander pulls his shots. He doesn't really let it go.
Well, he doesn't commit to all of his shots because he's so quick. And most of the time, quick fighters can't commit to every punch. You commit to the one that you think will land. That preserves energy for the 12-round duration. The only problem we got here is that if Matthysse is smart, he probably watched the Kotelnik fight and saw that Alexander wore a little bit in the Kotelnik fight when Kotelnik was able to push him. So that's probably what Matthysse is trying to do here, push him to that range where he begins to tire so that he can get a little bit better adjustment with Alexander's speed.
That's why I said, Roy, that I think that the shorter fight favors Alexander.
And I agree with you. But fighting a guy with 26 or 28 knockouts is very difficult in any length of a fight.
Matthysse not bothered by the punches of Alexander, continues to walk him down.
And Alexander's showing that he's in very good condition because he come back from that knockdown right away. I mean. He's back up, he's back in control of himself, and it takes great physical condition to come from such a drastic knockdown as that was.
Roll to the end of round number 4, a round in which Devon Alexander goes to the canvas.
Huh? Okay. How your legs feel? Huh? Huh?
Going to your right, away from his right hand. Well, that'll go to your left.
Settle down, man. Give me a water. Give me a rinse. All you gotta do is settle down, man. Relax and settle down.
Cabecea, cabecea.
Move your head. Move your head. Fake him.
Está mareado, entonces mareado.
You know he's kind of dizzy, so fake him. Fake him.
He see Matthysse throw a jab, followed by a beautiful straight right hand, where Alexander was trying to throw a jab back at him, which is why most of the time with an opposite-handed fighter, you don't want to swap a jab for a straight right. Or a straight, yeah, exactly, a straight right. Here again, you see him block the jab, throw the jab, followed by the right hand, right down the pipe. Great punch by Matthysse.
Alexander has now had his first defeat and his first knockdown. Welcome to the big city.
Well, he's just added another thing to his redemption list.
Well, you know, Matthysse told us that he didn't come here to win this fight by decision, no way.
Said I have to dominate him. Knockdown certainly helps. Doesn't seem deterred by any punches that he gets hit with from Alexander. Right to the body, left to the head from Matthysse.
And Matthysse landed a great body shot at the end of that last round. I wonder if Devon's corner told him to go to Mathisse's body a little bit to try to take some of that power away from him. Maybe so, because that was a good body shot.
Don't hold it, don't hold it. Hold it, I got it.
Matthysse was holding the back of Alexander's head and then he hit him.
Good body shot by Alexander.
This fight is only scheduled for 10 rounds. Alexander down in the 4th.
Got it, I got it, let's go. Come on, Devon. Come on, Devon, don't hold it, baby, let's go.
There have been fighters before who grunt when they punch, but I don't know that I've heard one at this high decibel.
Sounds like a Wimbledon tennis match.
Come on, guys. Let it go, let it go. Come on, 10
A lot of
seconds.
holding going on this round. Come to the end of round number 5 between Alexander and Matthysse. Well, next Saturday night, the whole world talking about the heavyweight championship showdown in Germany.
Who has Vladimir Klitschko beaten? You know, he's got a lot of names on his record, but how many of them will stand out in 15, 20 years' time? He needs a David Haye on his record for him to really claim that he's any type of a great.
Did they face faster opponents? Yes. Did they face opponents that are punching harder? Yes. But those guys were quiet. Out of all the fights, there are 49 knockouts, and he's gonna be number 50.
HBO's World Championship Boxing, Klitschko versus Haye. Saturday, July 2nd, live from Germany at 4:45 p.m. Eastern. You can catch the replay at 9:45 p.m. Eastern and 9:45 p.m. Pacific. Now the fans here in St. Louis trying to rally Devon Alexander. Let's check in with Harold's scorecard.
Okay, Bob, I've got it 47-47, all even in rounds, 3 rounds to 2, Devon Alexander. Now, first of all, let me say that the king of the grunters is Lamont Peterson. He's the absolute king so far among active fighters. Nobody grunts like Lamont. Anyway, Lucas Matthysse gets an extra point in round 4 for knocking Devon Alexander down. Devon, big heart, came back in round 5 after he had been down and outfought Lucas Matthysse, just like you see right here. Doing a nice job outfighting the guy in close. So anyway, it's all even in points, but Devon Alexander is up 3-2. In other words, points is more important. That's what counts. I've got it even.
I have Matthysse ahead by a point.
I think that's a fair argument. Been a pretty close fight. Both guys have landed some good shots. Matthysse, really good power shots. And Matthysse has kept up with Alexander's pace as far as punches thrown, according to CompuBox. Each averaging 61 punches thrown per round. Boy, what can Alexander do to sort of slow down Matthysse a little bit?
He got to hit Mathisse's body more. Matthysse is hitting him with some really good body shots, and he's not answering to Matisse's body that well. But Matthysse is landing very good body shots on Alexander. And I think they're starting to show a little bit when he gets to Alexander's body. Like that right there. See how weakens Alexander's punches in? See, but Alexander won't throw for those punches to him like that. Alexander should be doing the same thing to Matthysse. He should be going to Matisse's body hard when he gets a chance to. See that? Those are the punches that tell, and those are the punches that count in the long run.
Alexander throws punches that makes the hometown crowd cheer. Matthysse throws punches that look like they hurt.
Alexander does what they used to call in boxing shoe shine. He throws those quick little punches. They're bothersome, but they're not going to hold anybody off or knock anybody down.
But Harold knows who is the best at that, so we ain't going to talk about it right now.
Yeah, but you put some heavy polish on your shoe shining, Roy.
It was thick. Alexander with a couple of hooks upstairs. Matthysse hooks to the body.
This shit is easy when we box and turn the corner.
What round is this? Here we see Matthysse land a beautiful left uppercut, but he didn't follow anything with it, so Devon came in with a right uppercut of his own, and left uppercut of his own and a right uppercut. Then Matthysse landed another straight right uppercut, but he followed this one with the left hook, therefore he was not able to get countered.
Well, the action picked up in round number 6, round number 7 underway. Matthysse steps in with a right hand, left hook to the body. Alexander counters with a right. Matthysse holds on.
I think Alexander needs to go back to his boxing and not exchanging the big punches with Matthysse, because Matthysse having 26 knockouts out of 28 wins, it's not really smart to exchange with him.
Well, that's what his corner told him. When you box him, it's easier. Don't sit here and slug with this guy.
And that's not really smart, especially since you've been down one time and you're just coming off your first loss.
There's a right hand as Alexander went straight back and he ate some leather.
That's why you should go back to boxing behind this jab.
Good short uppercut inside by Matthysse. Good right hand by Matthysse. And follows it with another right. Right hand again from Matthysse.
Yeah, because Devon Alexander is standing right there with him trying to fight him, and it's not boxing, so that's allowing Matthysse, who is really the puncher in this fight, to land some really big punches like that.
Alexander absorbing some big shots here in round 7. And trying to hold on.
And the other problem we see is that those body shots that Matthysse has landed early are starting to show up now because Alexander seems really, really fatigued here.
Matthysse wears the tattoos. He's tattooing Alexander with thunderous punches.
Ended by those body shots. Like now Alexander answers back with a good body shot.
Does Alexander throw good body punches, Roy?
Yeah, he does when he commits to him, but he just doesn't commit to him all the time. And those hurt him just right then.
Yeah.
Those 2 body shots really hurt him just then from Matthysse.
Big round for Matthysse.
Yeah, when he commits to the body shots, he does throw good ones, Larry. He's a very strong puncher, but right now he's not doing well. He's tired, and he's not fighting a smart fight. He's brawling with the brawler, and I don't think that's a smart idea. His legs are weakening. Those body shots are really showing up, and you got a guy here that's a knockout artist, and you're fighting him toe-to-toe. Not very smart.
Big 7th round for Matthysse. Well, earlier tonight, Berman's Devon against Ray Austin in the 10th round. He finishes Austin off with a right hand to the temple at 43 seconds. Austin was leading on 2 of the 3 judges' scorecards through 9 rounds. Devon gets the victory. That's Boris Cloud defending his 175-pound title. Yusef Mack fought a disciplined fight, but that left hand hurt Mack in the 8th round. Cloud finished him off. Win number 23. Cloud was ahead on 2 of the 3 judges' scorecards when the fight was stopped at 2:57 of round 8.
And grab him on the inside. Let's go, Devon. All right.
Lucas Matthysse with a big round 7. Hurting Alexander. Alexander was dropped for the first time in his career in the 4th round.
And you saw Mathisse's first power punches to the body this round.
Good uppercut. Left hand by Matthysse. Boy, earlier in the fight, Alexander was moving around, kind of sitting in there, and now he's in a retreat mode, Roy.
He got to learn how to catch his second wind. He doesn't really know how to fight off his second wind yet. I think that's kind of the same thing that hurt him in the fight against Bradley, was he's not really good at operating off his second wind. He got to believe in himself a little more.
I remember last August in St. Louis against Kotelnik. Kotelnik rallied late. Alexander did win the decision.
Yeah, I don't think he believes in himself a lot when he gets tired. And he can't keep backing straight up against this good right hand puncher like this either.
Roy, Vince Lombardi famously said, fatigue makes cowards of us all.
Oh, good left uppercut by Matthysse.
Then a right hook to the ear.
And he's really putting a hurt on Alexander right now.
I got it. Let's go.
Good body shot by Alexander, but it may be a little too late. He already is giving Matthysse too much confidence, and Matthysse is really hurting his body really bad right now.
Breaking him down.
I would say, Roy, that Matthysse has taken the confidence.
Yeah, he has taken it.
You spar with the middleweight champion of the world, and now you're in an event with a smaller guy who isn't a big puncher in his own division.
All the big, heavy punches coming from Lucas Matthysse.
Good hook by Alexander, too.
Combination by Matthysse. Snap back the head of Alexander. Short right from Devon Alexander.
But the bouncing is really just wearing him down right now. The bouncing, he's just losing time and losing energy with all the up and down bouncing. He's bouncing to no avail for no reason, so he's just working him for no reason.
Give Alexander credit. He's trying to fight back.
Yes, he is, but he's getting caught with some really big punches, and he's giving it his all. But he has a really hard time right here dealing with fatigue. And you can see it in him right now. Good body shot, though. He hurt Matthysse with that body shot. If he did this more often, he'd be much better off right now.
But he's training with the guy with the heavier hands, and Matthysse smiles at him at the end of round 8.
Can you do something for me, man? Please, please, please. On the inside, just grab this motherfucker, man. Hit this motherfucker 2 or 3 times and hold this motherfucker. I mean, every time.
Hit it.
I said it's only 2 left. There's only 2 left.
Pero lo que tiene que hacer es mover la cabeza.
What you
Mueve la
have to do is
cabeza y
move your head.
derecha.
Move your head.
Matthysse, you hear, is landing a good straight right hand right down the middle against Devon Alexander, which is a great punch against a southpaw. And when he does it, Alexander only can lean forward because these shots are really hurting him.
This fight is turning out to be the fight that Bradley and Alexander was supposed to be.
Exactly. Once again, you see a straight right hand right down the middle to the body in the solar plexus, and that's a very difficult shot to live with. It takes rounds off of a fighter.
Matthysse looks fresh. Alexander concerned and tired. Let's check in with Harold Letterman.
Okay, Bob. I've got it 4 rounds apiece, but 76-75 in points in favor of Lucas Matthysse. In other words, I've got Matthysse winning the fight by 1 point. He's got that 1 point pull in the scores because of the knockdown in round 4. Lucas Matthysse had 2 tremendous rounds in round 7 and 8. Where it really hurt Alexander both rounds with right hands. I mean, Devon's just standing in there and trying to trade with a puncher. And he's just not doing it. I mean, Lucas just hits too hard. Matthysse seems to be a guy who finishes very, very strong, just like we saw in the Zab Judah fight. 76-75, Lucas Matthysse.
Along with Roy Jones and Larry Merchant, Bob Papa ringside in St. Charles, Missouri. Devon Alexander, Lucas Matthysse in a 10-round showdown. Alexander dropped for the first time in his pro career in round number 4. Larry, do you think that Matthysse did enough in the earlier rounds as opposed to the Judah fight where he could be carrying judges' scorecards?
I think he could. I don't know if he will.
Well, I'll tell you, this is being a good round for Devon Alexander here. He's getting off first. He's landing. He's not bouncing. He's punching and stepping to the side. This has been a very good round for him.
Alexander wings a left hand.
No, he's playing the crowd very well. Like a pro. The crowd wants him to win. The crowd's on his side. And when he throws those short, sharp little punches, they get excited. Maybe the judges will get excited too. But he is having a good round here.
And Matthysse is starting to show a little fatigue now. Devon doing a smarter thing by boxing him now. Not trading with him. That's very smart. That's what he's corner told him. A good body shot, a good head shot.
Yep. Very good round for Alexander, and you can see some confidence back in him. Matthysse says, let's slug. Counter left from Alexander. Matthysse doesn't budge. That time Alexander held on like his corner told him to do.
Smartest thing he can do. Oh, good body shot by
Matthysse.
Wow. And with those body shots there, you notice we don't see no punches for a little bit of time in a fight. Takes you a while to recover from those.
Good round, though, for Alexander.
Yes, it was.
Stuck to the game plan.
The last one.
Vamos, palo y palo, vamos.
Well, if you missed any of tonight's telecast, you can catch it at the dates and times listed below.
Estamos.
Last round coming up, okay? Last round.
Last round, box him, take him to school just like that. Last round, you win this round, you win the fight. Okay.
Mano.
Lots of hands, throw lots of punches.
Parece.
Let's go, press him. Finish it strong. Finish it all.
Vamos.
Matthisse's only loss of his career came on the road. He's on the road again against Alexander. 10th and final round underway. Close fight. Good left hand by Matthysse to start round 10.
Alexander seems to be rejuvenated from that good round he had in the last round. So maybe we'll see a different Alexander. Good right hand by Matthysse.
Alexander digs back in.
Alexander seems to know he's fighting for his life here as a top fighter.
Can Alexander stick to that game plan that worked well in round 9? Can Matthysse get those body shots going? Let's slow down Alexander. Good hook by Matthysse.
Excellent hook, but Matthysse is just as tired as Alexander is.
Let me ask you fellas, who's done the most damage? Who's landed the harder punches?
Matthysse.
Without a doubt.
Like that combination right there.
That to me what prize fighting is all about.
Yeah, but Devon Alexander is giving it his all, and he's showing that he's not giving up.
You're right.
He's giving us what we want to see out of him. He's giving us what we wanted to see in him in the Bradley fight.
And no matter who wins, we'll undoubtedly see both of them again.
Exactly. And that's how we like for him to end.
Remember the knockdown in round number 4. Alexander got dropped in a close fight. That could be the difference on the judges' scorecards.
Alexander dead tired now. Needs to hold on like his corner told him because he's dead tired. The bouncing around seems to take a lot out of his legs.
To say nothing of the punches.
Yeah, the harder punches been landed by Matthysse in this round.
You're not going to win that fight, son, by backing up in the 10th round.
Matthysse has been appreciably busier, according to the CompuBox stats in this round.
Slight cut on the right eye of Alexander.
At this point in the fight, I don't think it'll make a lot of difference.
It doesn't make any difference, Roy. But if we want to see the blood of drama, we got a little bit of it. And now the drama will be who gets the decision in one fighter's hometown. I thought Matthysse won the fight.
I'd like to see it again.
Certainly landed the harder punches in the last round, according to CompuBox. 14 of 85. Of those 14 connects, 12 were power shots, 12 of 60 for Matthysse. Alexander threw just 47 punches in that last round, 13 of 47. See Harold Letterman's unofficial scorecard. He gave the last round of Matthysse in a 1-point decision. And let's take a look at what really, Roy, could be the difference in this fight between a draw and a win for Matthysse, and it came in round number 4, the knockdown of Alexander.
Yeah, he came with a good straight right down the pipe, tipped the left hand and came with a 1-2. Beautiful right hand, straight down the pipe of a southpaw, and that could be the difference in the fight.
Let's take a look at the judges that are scoring this fight, this 10-round fight between Devon Alexander and Lucas Matthysse. Carlos Colon hails from Puerto Rico, 14 title fights on his resume. Brett Miller out of Kansas, no title fights. McCline's decision over Smith. He had it comfortably for McCline. And Denny Nelson out of Minnesota, 35 title fights. In Alexander's decision over Kotelnik, he had Alexander comfortably ahead by 4 points in a fight in which Alexander faded down the stretch. Alexander rallied with a very good 9th round, but in the 10th round he got outworked by Matthysse. Matthysse landed some big shots in that 10th round. Will it be enough for Devon Alexander, or did Lucas Matthysse get that road win after the disappointing loss to Zab Judah back in November on a split decision? Did he do enough early? Did he carry some early rounds? Middle rounds, he showed his power. And he showed you the knockdown in the 4th round. Is there redemption for Alexander, or more questions? Time for the judges' scorecards as we set it back up to the ring and Mark Lichtenfeld.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Family Arena in St. Charles, Missouri, after 10 action-packed rounds, we go to the scorecards. Judge Carlos Colon scores it 96-93 Alexander. Brett Miller scores about 96-93 Matthysse. And Denny Nelson scores about 95-94 for your winner by split decision from St. Louis, Missouri, Devon Alexander the Great.
Well, even in his hometown, there are some boos here in the arena about that decision. Split decision win for Devon Alexander.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that for Lucas Matthysse, coming into a guy's hometown and getting a split decision win. I mean, a loss. You know, usually that means that was a very close fight. I would have been satisfied with a draw, and I would still like to see the fight again on mutual ground.
Total punches in the fight. Matthysse was busier. He landed more shots. They both landed at a percentage of 21%. As we take a look at the power numbers, the heavier-handed Matthysse threw 208 more power shots, connecting on 124, 24%. And he did drop Alexander in the 4th round. We take a look at the punch zone statistics. To the left, the punches landed on Alexander. 42 to the body. Didn't pay enough dividends. Alexander landing 94 to the head. Let's send it up to the ring. Larry Merchant is with Devon Alexander.
Devon, congratulations. Were you worried about getting that decision in your hometown?
Yeah, he was a good fighter. He was a good fighter. I take nothing from him. He pressed me like crazy, but I was in shape. I was in Colorado, running the altitude, so.
You got knocked down for the first time in your career.
Yeah.
What were your feelings at that time, and did you know you were now going to have to come from behind?
It was a flash. It was a flash. I wasn't hurt. I wasn't hurt at all, so it was just a flash knockdown. You know, I got back up. Hey.
Do you think you came out fighting harder, fighting more at close quarters with Matthysse because of what happened against Bradley?
Definitely. I wanted to show people that I'm a warrior. People say I quit it in the Bradley fight. I wanted to come back and show them that I got heart, and I am one of the best 140 pounders.
Thank you. Again, congratulations.
Thanks, Larry. You said I had a lot of explaining to do, so I guess I got a lot of explaining to do this fight, huh?
You did some explaining.
Okay.
Not altogether. I'm not going to give you that much.
Right.
But you did a good fight. Thank you. Congratulations
Felicidades
on another good fight.
por otra buena pelea, otra gran pelea.
You must feel that it's not a good idea, except for the money, to fight here in the U.S.
Sí, seguro, no lo hago por el dinero, sino por la gloria.
You know, I don't do it for the money, I do it for the glory. And today I gave it all.
You came out starting faster as you said you would. You knocked him down early. You landed most of the heavy blows. Is this even harder for you than the loss to Judah?
¿Similar esta derrota que la de Judah?
Sí, fue una pelea dura, pero creo que la gané. Ahí nomás igual la gané. Otra vez me volvieron a robar la pelea, pienso yo. Aquí en Estados Unidos, mirá mi cara y mirá la cara de él.
It was a tough fight, but I think I won it. I won it. Once again, they robbed me here in the United States. Look at my face and look at his face.
That's right.
2 veces consecutivas nos
You said it best.
Tú lo has dicho así.
Thank you.
Gracias.